In a world that seems to spin faster with each passing day, the pursuit of happiness has become more than just a personal goal. It's a driving force behind our entire economy. Everywhere we look, we are bombarded with messages that equate happiness with material wealth, success, and the things we can buy. From the latest gadgets to luxury vacations, the idea that money can buy happiness is deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness. But how much does this pursuit of happiness actually cost us? And what happens when the price we pay for fleeting moments of joy begins to outweigh the benefits? Happiness is a concept as old as humanity itself, yet it remains one of the most elusive goals we chase. In ancient times, philosophers like Aristotle spoke of eudaimonia, a state of flourishing that could only be achieved through virtue and balance. In Eastern philosophies, happiness is often linked to contentment and inner peace, values that seem increasingly distant in our modern, consumer-driven world. As societies evolved, so too did our understanding of what it means to be happy. With the advent of industrialization and the rise of capitalism, happiness became something that could be measured, marketed, and ultimately, bought. Today, happiness is often perceived as a state of well-being characterized by emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. But this perception is heavily influenced by societal norms and a culture of consumerism. In the 21st century, happiness is frequently tied to financial prosperity, social status, and the accumulation of material possessions. The modern world has transformed happiness into a commodity, something that can be purchased, advertised, and sold. Companies have become adept at selling not just products, but the promise of happiness that comes with them. This shift in perception has led to a culture where consumerism is not just a means to an end but an end in itself. The rise of consumerism, particularly in the post-World War II era, has played a significant role in shaping our understanding of happiness. As economies grew and production capabilities expanded, advertising emerged as a powerful tool in creating and sustaining consumer demand. Products began to be marketed not just for their utility, but as essential components of a happy and fulfilling life. This cultural shift has led to a scenario where happiness is seen as something that can be purchased, leading many to equate their self-worth and life satisfaction with their ability to consume. On a psychological level, our spending habits are deeply rooted in our desire for pleasure and avoidance of pain. Sigmund Freud's concept of the pleasure principle, which suggests that humans are driven to seek pleasure and avoid pain, is reflected in modern consumer behavior. The thrill of acquiring new things, the latest smartphone, a designer outfit, or a new car, provides a temporary boost in happiness, a phenomenon often referred to as retail therapy. However, the satisfaction gained from these purchases is often fleeting. The dopamine hit that comes from buying something new is quickly replaced by a return to baseline levels of happiness, leading to a continuous cycle of consumption in the search for lasting joy. This cycle is further exacerbated by the hedonic treadmill, a concept that describes our tendency to quickly return to a stable level of happiness despite major positive or negative events. The new car or the expensive vacation may bring a temporary sense of joy, but soon enough, that joy fades, and we find ourselves searching for the next purchase that will reignite that feeling. This constant adaptation means that we are always chasing the next big thing, believing that it will finally bring us the happiness we desire, when in reality, it only perpetuates a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. The financial implications of this pursuit are significant. On average, households in developed countries spend a substantial portion of their income on non-essential items, such as entertainment, luxury goods, dining out, and vacations. For example, American households spend an average of over $2,500 annually on entertainment alone. These expenses, while often considered discretionary, have become integral to the modern conception of a happy life. The cost of maintaining this lifestyle can be high, particularly when it comes at the expense of savings and long-term financial security. Real-life examples highlight the diverse ways people allocate their income in pursuit of happiness. Some prioritize travel and experiences, believing that these investments bring long-term happiness through memories and personal growth. Others focus on luxury goods, viewing them as symbols of success and status. However, the outcomes of these spending habits vary widely. While some find genuine satisfaction in their purchases, others experience buyer's remorse, financial strain, or the realization that their happiness was more fleeting than anticipated. The trade-off between spending on happiness and saving for the future is a critical aspect of financial planning. Many individuals, particularly in consumer-driven societies, prioritize immediate gratification over long-term financial security. This can lead to insufficient savings, particularly in times of emergency or during retirement. A significant portion of the population has minimal savings, a situation exacerbated by high levels of discretionary spending on items and experiences that offer temporary happiness but little lasting value. The impact on long-term financial stability is profound, as the pursuit of short-term pleasure often undermines the ability to build a secure financial future. Globalization and the entertainment industry have also played pivotal roles in shaping our spending habits and, by extension, our pursuit of happiness. The entertainment industry, powered by the forces of globalization, has expanded its reach to nearly every corner of the globe, creating a global marketplace for movies, music, video games, and other forms of entertainment. The revenue generated by this industry is staggering, and its influence on consumer behavior is profound. Entertainment is marketed as a key component of a happy life, with companies spending billions on advertising to convince consumers that happiness can be found in the latest blockbuster film, video game, or concert experience. Marketing and media have become powerful tools in creating and sustaining the desires that drive consumer spending. Advertisements are designed to tap into our emotions, linking products with happiness, success, and social acceptance. The media's portrayal of celebrities and influencers living lavish lifestyles further reinforces the idea that material wealth is synonymous with happiness. Social media, in particular, has amplified these messages, with platforms like Instagram and YouTube filled with influencers who promote products and lifestyles that are often unattainable for the average person. The carefully curated lives of these influencers create a sense of envy and desire among their followers, leading to increased spending as individuals attempt to emulate what they see online, often at the expense of their financial well-being. The hidden costs of this consumer-driven pursuit of happiness extend beyond financial considerations. The environmental impact of mass consumption is enormous, with the production, transportation, and disposal of consumer goods contributing to pollution, resource depletion, and climate change. Industries like fashion, particularly fast fashion, are responsible for significant carbon emissions and environmental degradation, raising questions about the sustainability of our consumption-driven happiness. Mental health is another area where the cost of consumerism becomes evident. While spending on material goods can provide temporary joy, it can also lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. The pressure to keep up with societal expectations, combined with financial strain from overspending, takes a toll on mental well-being. Additionally, the constant comparison to others, especially on social media, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem, further exacerbating mental health issues. The pursuit of happiness through material wealth also contributes to social inequality. In a consumer-driven society, those with more financial resources can afford to buy more goods and experiences, leading to greater social status and perceived happiness. Conversely, those with fewer resources may feel left behind, widening the gap between the wealthy and the poor. This disparity can create social tensions and contribute to feelings of dissatisfaction and resentment among those who are unable to participate in the consumer culture. Cultural differences also play a significant role in how happiness is pursued and perceived. In Western societies, happiness is often associated with individual success, material wealth, and personal achievement. In contrast, Eastern philosophies, such as Buddhism and Confucianism, emphasize contentment, community, and spiritual well-being. These cultural differences are reflected in spending habits. For example, many Asian cultures place a greater emphasis on saving and investing for the future rather than immediate consumption. Movements like minimalism, which advocates for simplicity and reducing material possessions, challenge the materialistic values prevalent in many societies. Minimalism encourages individuals to focus on what truly matters in life, such as relationships, personal growth, and experiences, rather than accumulating more things. This movement offers an alternative path to happiness that is less dependent on consumption. Alternative lifestyles, such as the tiny house movement and the slow living movement, have also emerged as responses to consumerism. These movements emphasize simplicity, sustainability, and a focus on experiences rather than possessions as a means of achieving happiness. They offer a counter-narrative to the dominant consumer culture, suggesting that a fulfilling life can be achieved with less, not more. Looking to the future, trends such as sustainable consumerism, digital detoxes, and the rise of post-materialist values suggest that society may be moving toward a new understanding of happiness. Sustainable consumerism emphasizes purchasing eco-friendly products, supporting ethical brands, and reducing waste, while a digital detox reflects a growing recognition that constant connectivity and consumption can detract from true happiness. Younger generations, particularly millennials and Gen Z, are beginning to challenge the materialistic values of previous generations, with a growing emphasis on experiences, personal growth, and social impact over the accumulation of material wealth. In conclusion, the pursuit of happiness is a complex and multifaceted endeavor that extends far beyond the simple act of spending money. While consumerism and material wealth can provide temporary joy, they often fail to deliver lasting satisfaction and can lead to significant financial, environmental, and social costs. As we navigate a world increasingly driven by consumer culture, it is essential to reconsider how we define and pursue happiness. True happiness is likely to be found not in the things we buy, but in the relationships we nurture, the experiences we cherish, and the contentment we cultivate within ourselves. By embracing more mindful and sustainable approaches to life, we can achieve a deeper sense of fulfillment and well-being.